You've said in one of your interviews, I've always been hood rich, but there's ups and downs because that's the way life goes. So, how much of it did you really dabble in yourself during that time, or were you really just more of like a school kid?
I wasn't no school kid. I actually was. I went to school like everybody else, but I did play the drums. Don't get it fucked up. I was never a square. I like to be I was a hip square. Just because I went to college for a year don't mean I'm hella smart and all that shit. I went to get away from, I've always, when we was younger, we would always, go outside of our 4 blocks, outside of our city. We would, we hit the freeway. We'd slide out to LA. You know what I'm saying? It was bigger places at that time than just the V. So when Bila was like, we out here during the days of, the glory days, they might call it, and the hard headed days when that shit first hit the scene, it's like shit. This is a breath of fresh air, man. You know what I mean? Because on Magazine Street, it was a motherfucking like it was lit all through the night, 4 a.m. in the morning through fucking 12 at night, like all 24/7. It was a drive through. You know what I mean? Not a drive by, a drive through. Like that's all it was hella people out, couples arguing and shit. Fuck you, motherfucker, bitch, fuck you, suck my pussy, bitch. Woo, woo, woo. That kind of shit. It was real soil, real talk. And that stretched all the way from the hillside all the way to South Vallejo to Grant Street, all that shit. That shit all was all lit 24/7. So I was like, shit, B legit say one day he was going to college, because B's smarter than what people think he is. B is very smart, like electronics, all that shit. He a soil dude, and he one of the best rappers in the game, period. But at the same time, we call ourselves, intelligent hoodlums, you know what I'm saying? Corporate thugs, educated hustlers. You feel me? Whatever you want to, you understand me? So it's like when he went to college, I was like, man, man, hold on, I need to go too. Right? I said, you ain't finna leave me out here on Magazine Street, man. You feel me? So we went out there, man, and we it was a great experience. It taught us how to be men, and we got back, and it was time to get in the studio.
Okay. And when you guys went to Grambling State University in Louisiana, I guess you formed a group called Intellectual Drifters.
Yeah, yeah, we was the Drifters. Me, Walter Bensworth, and Be Legit. Because we used to always say, he used to look, we used to, we'd be perking, we'd be drinking. Perking back then meant, not Percocet, it meant perking, drinking. You know what I'm saying? So we'd be drinking 40s or some Wild Irish Rose or some MD 2020 or something. And we'd be like, look at him over there drifting, man. That boy over there drifting, man. You feel me? This before cars were saying, they was calling the cars drifting and all. We just like, he over there drifting. So we just called ourselves, back then, you see that? Intellectual drifters. Just some smart player type motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Just on a good one. So that's what we did. We made a school alma mater back then. It was called Grambling State University School Alma Mater, and killed that shit. Won the talent show, signed autographs way back then. It was 86, 87, fall of 86, 87. As soon as we got back, you know what I'm saying? It was back to our regular scheduled program. Don't get it fucked up. I ain't never been incarcerated for convicted for anything or nothing. I have been behind bars from a case number 246, 247, shooting in the habit dwelling, which I wasn't convicted for. It was just, he say, she say, but that's that. You know what I'm saying? That was in 86, 87, somewhere around there. And then, DUIs, a couple of DUIs. I had a DUI in 89. I had a DUI in 95. After that, I said, fuck that, no more DUIs. But I ain't never been a square. I ain't never been, I was just a hustler, just put it that way. You know what I'm saying? And my mind was set on making an honest living. You feel me? Put it that way.